Hey Milligan, welcome to Movie Buffs, Milligan's film review program. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Matt, and today we're reviewing Universal's new monster thriller, The Wolfman.
It was 25 years ago that my father found him. He was torn to pieces and half-eaten. Whatever did it was big, and buckshot couldn't kill it. After that, my father went home and cast silver bullets. Wouldn't leave the house on a full moon from then on.
The Wolfman stars Benicio del Toro as Lawrence Talbot, a stage actor who comes back to his home in Britain after hearing that his brother has been murdered. His father, played by Anthony Hopkins, informs him that his brother has actually been killed by some sort of beast. With the help of a local gypsy woman, he finds out that this beast is in fact the Wolfman, a werewolf that's been terrorizing the townspeople.
In Lawrence's pursuit of the Wolfman, he himself gets bitten and transforms into a werewolf. He then kind of follows the struggle of losing his humanity to the Wolfman, and then also a chance of being killed by the frightened townspeople.
Now, Matt, what were some things that you liked about the movie?
Well, I really like that they took on a science fiction in the past. I felt like they did a good job with that, and you don't see too many taking place back then. This was set in the 1890s, and I felt like the architecture, lighting, the myth and religious beliefs kind of in the town, and the technology used really brought you into the era nicely. What were some things you liked?
Well, I was really getting into the story at the beginning. I was really into the characters, and the mystery shrouding the Wolfman was set up really well. It's sort of set up like a suspense horror kind of thing, and I was getting into that. The Wolfman is set up as sort of this terror of the dark forest that the townspeople are just really afraid of, and that was really cool. However, that leads into my biggest gripe. Everything that I liked about this movie occurred in the first 30 minutes. So for the last hour, you're just sitting there watching, you know, as the plot disappears, the characters become completely flat, and the Wolfman just runs around, kills a bunch of people, and tries to startle you with a bunch of cheap jump scares, which I've never been a big fan of. So for me, the scariest part of this film was the fact that they set it up for a sequel at the end. What about you, Matt? What did you dislike?
Well, mine was kind of similar. I felt like the beginning definitely was the best. It set itself up with some mystery and some fear, and you weren't quite certain what the Wolfman was or what he was up to or anything like that. But once Lawrence becomes the Wolfman, all that mystery and fear is gone, and it turns from a legendary tale to really just following the Wolfman and his escapades, and who's he going to kill next and for what reason, and just a lot of senseless and shallow action that didn't bring much to the film.
Yeah, by the end, Matt and I were pretty ready to get out of the theater. We didn't like it that much, and the fact that we were so into the first half hour just made the last hour that much more disappointing.
But we do kind of feel like there was an audience for this film. If you were a fan of Transformers 2 and the abundance of action in that, you really may leave this film feeling satisfied.
Altogether, we give this film 2 stars out of 5. That does it for our review. We want to remind you to get online and participate in our Oscar poll.
We want you to log on to our website, www.milliganstampede.com, and there's a link there to vote for Best Picture, and the results will be out in 2 weeks.
Well, that's it for our program. We want to thank Reel to Reel and Carmike Cinemas for helping us with this program.
And we'll see you next week.